What is your view on registration for providers? Do you think this should be mandatory for every service provider in the industry?
I think yes, but not how registration exists currently. So I think for every provider, there should be some checks and balances, because at the end of the day, you are working with vulnerable people. You are receiving, tax-paying funding. It is a government scheme, so there should be some, some policies, some checks, some balances where the government is able to see that everyone who is providing support is, utilizing funding, is doing something correctly, has, the proper skills, the proper training, all of those policies and procedures in place. The way that registration is currently set up is not tenable, not for, an independent support coordinator or an independent provider or someone who's not a large business. Like, I've spoken with several independent support coordinators in the last few months, and they've just said we can't afford to go through the whole process of audit and get everything in place that is needed for it. And these are people who worked in social services and disability for decades, and for them to say they want to leave the industry altogether, I think that would be a massive loss. So let's hope that the NDIS brings about a change in the registration process and requirements.
The mandated date for registration for support coordination at the moment is 1st of July 2025. It requires a lot of work to be put in and a lot of hours, which obviously will be unpaid. Plus, on top, you have to pay for the registration as well, for the auditing. It's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to cope with an influx of all of these registration requests going in.